Hi, let's do a 10-minute workout with the Pilates Ball. The Pilates Ball is both great for strength and releasing the body. We're going to start by using the ball as an unstable surface. Now the ball has to go right under your bottom, not your lower back, right near the end of your bottom there so that you can find your balance up in that tabletop position. From here, exhale, engage that core as you take one toe down to the floor and back up again. You want to go nice and steady so that you control the wobbles on top of the ball. The other nice thing here is that this is a little bit further to tap down, making it a little bit heavier than just your normal toe taps in Mat Pilates. Then we can progress this and tap a little bit further away. If that's feeling good, do it again on the other side. And if that's feeling good, then we progress to long legs reaching up. We take one leg down low, single leg lower, and bring it back up. And single leg lower. Nice. You can continue those, or you can make it a little bit heavier, which is now requiring more hold from my belly as you scissor the legs up and down. And then the ball makes for a really nice support in one of our hardest exercises, which is the double leg lower. The ball, you can hold onto the ball or the mat as you take the legs down halfway or a bit further and back up. All this good lower core work. Nice. When the abs are fatigued, it's always nice to just test your final endurance and hold those legs out long. Take a nice deep breath in and release. Now while the ball's here, let's not miss a chance to stretch open the front of the hips. This might be one you want to do every day. Just lie over the ball, hug one knee in tight, stretch that bottom hip. It's also a little bit of lumbar back extension. So anytime you've been sitting for a long period of time, you get that nice extension that feels so good for the back. All right, let's keep the core work going, but we're adding some delicious inner thigh. This is what the ball specializes in, is squeezing and working out the inner thigh. So hold nice and tight there on the inner thigh. See if you can hold it like it's a vice, and then add some pulses, pulsing in. Don't think about releasing out, think about just going in, in, in. You want to keep that nice bulge in the ball. If you're not getting a good grip, move your feet in a little bit closer. I'm really starting to heat up. Are you pulsing with me? Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that squeeze in. Let's take our hands behind the head and exhale. We're squeezing and curling up, and inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the ball, look at it, bulging, and release. 2 more. Exhale, squeezing nice and tight, and release, and 1 more. Now you can continue with those, or we hold up here, we take 5 pulses. I'm trying to lift my shoulder blades up off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Hold the pulse up and squeeze the ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, pulse. So you can switch as many times as you like. This is a good one to keep in your workout toolkit. 2, 1, when you've got the ball, is pulsing between inner thighs. 3, 2, 1, and once more through the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it back down. Nice. Now we can float the legs up here. The inner thighs are cooking, and we follow a similar set. What we're going to try and do is twist across and bring the ball to touch the elbow and release. So twist across and then a reverse ab crunch as you bring the ball in to touch the elbow. You of course are trying to get the elbow as high as possible. and alternating left and right nice and slowly. Good, let's do 2 more, so 1 on each side. Exhale, and switch, and exhale. Now our inner thighs haven't had a rest yet. Let's bring those feet back down. Release the abs. We'll come back to some abs in a moment and just switch to the other side of the body. Glute squeeze and back. So this is a pelvic curl, not a bridge. We're tipping under the pelvis, shortening the hamstrings, squeezing inner thighs, squeezing glutes, and rolling back down. Nice. So you're trying to lengthen the lower back, tuck under the pelvis. Should feel some nice tension all around the back side of the legs. Now let's bring those pulses back in fashion. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we alternate the pulses from the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can switch between inner thighs coming in and in. 3, 2, 1, and hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that down. Very nice. Let that go. This time, pop it under your upper back, around about your shoulder blades. We've just let the inner thigh stretch out and the upper back have a really nice big stretch as well. Now you can leave the knees open here. Exhale as we come back into some core, curling up and back. If you prefer knees in parallel, certainly follow that one up. Now the ball is at the moment just guiding me up and down. It feels fairly relaxing. It's a delicious stretch. The more you hang over the ball, the further and harder it is for the abs to pull you back up. So I'm going to add a little bit of lift this time. I'm going to reach the hands forwards, try to come off the ball just a millimeter, back down and release. Ooh, it's that tiny little lift as if the ball is a balloon and you don't want to squash it, and then you do squash it. And do that 2 more times. Stretching it back. The spine just loves both directions. It likes the back bend and the front. Then we try to pulse here. So we're bringing our weight into and just off the ball. The ball is forcing me into a higher curl than I was before when I didn't have it under my back. And so I'm getting a more intense ab workout because of that. Let's go for 3, 2, let's finish with a bang. 1, hold up, we're reaching, rocking on the ball side to side. I'm still not leaning into it and squashing it. I'm staying nice and high. Can you stay high too? We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you want that rest out. Hang there for as long as you want, but we're going to keep flowing because this is an express workout. Flip ourselves over, and this time place the ball behind the right knee. So hands in underneath the shoulders. It can be nice if the belly's still a bit sore from the last one to take a little cat-cow. But halfway between the cat and the cow is what we're looking for. That's our nice neutral spine. So imagine you're balancing a teacup on your pelvis. You can even take one hand to the back there. We're lowering and lifting this leg, holding that ball in nice and tight. So I'm flexing the foot and the heel is slightly squeezing in towards my bottom to get a good hold and engagement there. Now, the more stable the hips are, the more you're going to feel it working on the opposite side as well as the squeezing side. So let's hold it on up. We're pressing and pulsing. 5 is the number of this class, so 4, 3, 2, 1. While we're holding up, we're going to take a push-up. This is a tricep or like a yoga style push-up. You're diving the head forwards, bending the elbows in towards the ribs. Think of it like a seesaw. You dip down, push back up and pulse again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've chosen a heavy and strong style of push-up.
dropping down so that we only need to try out one of our best. Whew. And then get a little rest as we pulse. 3, 2, 1. Good, let's do one more like that. Dive, seesaw down, press it back up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the hips are really starting to warm up, so I'm going to start a big circle around. You're still balancing both sides of the hips as still as you can, and just move as much range of motion through that hip as you can, is what I'm trying to say there. Okay, going around there until it's starting to fatigue, and that's the point where you know you've got a little bit more to squeeze out of it. We're going out to the side. The further away from the body the leg is, the heavier it is. So out to the side is our heaviest position, even if it doesn't look very fancy on camera there. We're going up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now, we're not releasing as in stretching, we're releasing as in changing position. See if you can hold the ball. This is for fun. This is your party trick of the week. See if you can hold the plank nice and long, and then slide the ball up your leg, mountain climber, ooh, and control it back. Try the other side. Slide it up and control it back. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Slide it up and control it back. Yes, I've practiced this one at home, so if you're dropping your ball and chasing it, you can do a few extra later. And release it back down. Oh, let's just take a little bit of weight off the wrist. We're going to come back to the other side, which is our push-ups and our glute work. So coming forwards, pop the ball into the other leg. Really place those hands under your shoulders. When you're starting out, if you haven't got your full push-up strength yet, you know where push-ups start? It starts from this strong weight bearing on your arms, just even in this holding position. That's where my arms first got strongest, and then the push-ups started to come. So you're already really getting a 2-for-1 deal here, working the arms and the back of that leg as it comes up and down. I'm gonna do another check, put my hand behind my back. Am I nice and stable? Yes. My belly drawing up? Yes. Now we're going up and holding up. We're pulsing, so I'm squeezing the heel towards the bottom. I'm trying to squash the ball. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Working a lot of control, holding that really still through the body. You don't need to do many reps if you really try to hold your body still and tight as you pulse, and bring it back down. Press it back up. We've got 2 more rounds and we're even to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Press it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Press it up. Now let's roll around through the hip. You might be thinking this is kind of a stretchy point, but I am working very hard to keep my opposite side really still. Going out through the biggest range of motion that you can without tipping the pelvis. 3 more circles. 2. And 1. Hold the leg outside facing. I'll turn towards you so you really know it's straight out to that right angles. Pulsing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Come on, let's try those planks one last time. Pop the ball between the legs. Come all the way up. Maybe you just need to start holding, picking one foot up. That's a good start. If you can, slide the ball up, nose to knee, and bring it back. I added that one. Bring it in. This second round, try and add a tuck of the head and control. Your feet have to work pretty hard to try and point and hold that ball. We did 4 before, we can do 4 again. Bring it in. Take it back and release. Sit back on your ball and drop the head down to the mat. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. We'll take a stretch to finish with the ball. 1 more deep breath. And release. Lovely. Bring yourself up. Let's take a nice wide side facing. And the ball just encourages you to reach a little bit further. We roll on out. And bring it in. And you can change directions to find nice little spots in the back as you go out on the diagonal. And bring it back. If you're a little bit tight in the hamstrings, it might be nice to sit a bit higher on the ball. You'll find you'll be able to open your hips better. So I'm going to do that version as I do the other side. Slide it forwards. Bring it back. And on the diagonal, reach it out. And bring it back. And bliss out at the end by starting back at the beginning again. Lift that ball under the pelvis. Lay your legs out long. The hips here are in a lengthened position. The back is in nice extension. And this is just the perfect thing to do after any sustained periods of sitting slumped, whether it be in the car or at a computer. Your body will love this. Take 2 deep breaths. 1 more. Inhale through the nose. And try really relaxing the lips as you breathe out. Thanks for joining us.